Welcome to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, where we don't give a damn about scripts or soft-ass storylines. This is where the truth gets body slammed and the bullshit gets buried. We're talking real heat, real talk, and the moments that made you jump off the damn couch and scream. Wrestling is F***kin wild again. From pipe bombs to shoot fights, botches to bloodbaths, we cover it all with the volume up. The gloves off. This ain't sports entertainment. This is a goddamn fight club with a podcast feed. So tag in, shut up and hold on, because we're coming in hot, stiff, and louder than a super kick in church. This is the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Uncooked, uncorked, and censored. Let's again go.
What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity, Ant C, and I'm joined by my own personal hot commodity, Ant B. And today we are covering WWE Friday Night SmackDown from August 1st, 2025, live in Newark, New Jersey, the last stop before SummerSlam, which takes place basically in an hour from this recording of the time that we're recording this episode. So we're excited for it. A decent episode of SmackDown. A lot happened, and we'll dive into the good moments, the moments we wish we could bury, and we'll talk about a classic moment from WWE SmackDown history. Starting out the show, WWE Champion John Cena comes out, and immediately following Cena coming out, Cody Rhodes then comes out, and John Cena says, I was exhausted last week. You assaulted me, forged my signature, and signed up for a dangerous match at SummerSlam, the street fight between us. I have one thing left to say to you. Thank you. That was the boot in the ass that I needed. I realized I pushed glory to make shock TV. The people that were supposed to be on my team left me all here alone. I want to leave here with this championship. I don't want to ruin wrestling. I want to take this home so you don't forget about me. I didn't listen to anyone. You did what a good friend should do. You forced me into a title match. Something that will be brutal. On August 1st, 2025, the day John Cena that's the day that John Cena came back to the WWE. I don't know who walks out with this on Sunday. I'm over my bullshit. If you want some, come get some. And on Sunday, Cody, the only platinum rapper to whoop your ass will be me. And then Cody says, welcome back, John Cena. And the two share a beer. I'm going to ask you your thoughts on this before I give my thoughts and if I would pop or botch this segment. But what'd you think?
Well, this was terrible. I'm hoping that he's going to do something to totally backfire this tomorrow night at SummerSlam. Because if this was his face turn, this is just like absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's no lead up. It's like, how do you get fucked up? And you're like, okay,
There's
I woke
no
up.
way.
This is definitely so. If he does continue as a heel, it'll be a pop because people are thinking he's a good guy. But if this is really his coming out as, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm tired of the BS. I needed that kick in the ass. I'm a good guy now. That was stupid.
That's pitiful.
Because it doesn't make sense. You're John Cena. You turn on everybody. You're not going to have Cody Rhodes beat you up. And then all of a sudden, like, you fought CM Punk, you fought Randy Orton, you didn't get woken up by them. What is it about this time that Cody attacked you that you're like, okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel here.
Yeah.
But this changes everything, and I'm expecting Cena to fuck up and really show everyone that he's a true heel that he says he is, that he's not. Jelly Roll is seen training in the ring. And then Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre attack Jelly Roll and Drew McIntyre Claymore's Jelly. Jelly needs to get ready because he got fucked up. I didn't care about this. I give it a botch. I really don't think Jelly Roll is ready for this. And it just didn't do anything for me seeing him training and getting attacked.
Yeah, I heard that originally Bad Bunny was supposed to be there. Now, it would have been believable with him. He's a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just, I don't know. I'm just really not excited for this that much. Like, I love Randy Orton, but it just, like, Jelly Roll being in it is a joke to me.
Yeah, I put that in the botch
Like,
category.
he's fighting Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, and you can say what you want about Logan Paul. He's like one of the best wrestlers there are today, and Drew McIntyre is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
And then we have Randy Orton, and then we have fucking Jelly. Like, come on.
That jelly donut.
Yeah.
WWE Women's United States Champion Giulia with Kiana James in her corner is defending against Zelina Vega here. Giulia lands some headbutts. Zelina hits a meteor off the apron to the floor. Giulia hits a reverse slam and applies a really cool modified camel clutch. Zelina hits a Sikoa suplex and then double knees in the corner. And then this was a cool move. Zelina lands a super German suplex off the top rope, but Giulia kicks out. Giulia lands a super butterfly suplex, a Arrivederci, a spinning Northern Lights suplex, but Zelina kicks out. And then the end comes when Zelina goes for a moonsault, but Giulia gets her knees up and hits the Northern Lights bomb. Giulia retains, and I give this a pop. I thought this was a really good match. Zelina stood out. I mean, normally Zelina has decent matches, but she really looked like a contender here. They had good chemistry together, and I liked what they did, so I give this a pop.
Yeah, I really like this match a lot. I thought it was one of the best Zelina Vega matches I ever saw.
Uh-huh.
And I like Giulia a lot. She makes a good heel, and she's awesome.
I fucking love Giulia. She's great. I don't think she needs Kiana James, though. Especially, I mean, she speaks decent English, and she didn't do anything at ringside, Kiana, so it's like, why is she with her?
Yeah, this is just a total way for them to put her on the roster and in the main roster, and it's like she hasn't even been around in NXT that much, so I don't get, like, I feel like there's more deserving people of it.
I know she got hurt last year when she came on Raw, and then she sort of just, like, disappeared, but yeah, I guess give her something to do. But great match between the two. That was the match of the night. AAA Tag Team Champions Los Garza with Santos Escobar have their open challenge, and Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown accept. Fans went nuts for them. They saw them at the last AAA show, Worlds Collide, so people popped for Mr. Iguana here. Psycho Clown ripped out his mask, and it revealed the second red mask, which was actually kind of cool. Los Garza get the win after landing the MCY Psycho Clown, and they retain the AAA Tag Team Championships. Good match. I give it a pop because I like Mr. Iguana coming out, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with these AAA wrestlers. I like the luchador style of wrestling, so I was glad to see these guys competing here. So I give it a pop.
Yeah, it was definitely a good match. It was a surprise to see them. I had a feeling that Mr. Iguana was going to come out. I think they're not the best tag team in the world, but they are really good, and especially like the Lucha. So I'm glad that they have this little push, and I think they're going to hold on to them for a while.
I like them. You like Berto better than Angel, though.
Yeah, but they're both really
They're
good.
both good. I like them. Damian Priest.
Honestly, I think Santos Escobar kind of pulls them down a little bit. Like, I think they'd be better off without him.
Yeah, I want to see Santos do his own thing. I like Santos. He's just not.
Like the thing is, if the faction like did anything or meant anything, it would be different. But it really doesn't. It's just like, okay, we're a faction of Santos Escobar. For what?
Yeah, there's been no.
They
haven't
don't
won
like do anything against LWO, and another thing is like every time they're in a war, it doesn't need to be with LWO. Like, what? I don't know.
I agree. I feel like they just booked them because they're Hispanic and put them together.
Yeah.
Damian Priest versus Aleister Black is next. Aleister dives onto Priest on the floor to start the match. Priest lands his cool old school cross body, and then Priest pounces Black over the announce desk. But then Black tosses a chair right into Damian's face, so Priest gets the DQ victory. After Black continues to assault Priest in the back with a steel chair, and then rams it into Priest's head. Black slams Priest's head into the steps numerous times, and then lays out Damian with a black mask. I give this a botch, not because I don't like the wrestlers. I felt like they should have had a clear regular match and had a clear winner. They're obviously going to have a storyline, have it be like a no DQ match down the line, but I felt like this could have been on SummerSlam. It could have been longer, and I don't know. I like that they're going to continue fighting, but I wish we saw more of a match instead of a brawl between the two. So that's why I give that a botch. But what about you?
It was all right. Yeah, like no, I didn't like that nobody won. I, I, re- I think there should have been more build up. I think this would have been a really good SummerSlam match. Like maybe if they put them in a cage or something. I don't know, but like I wish they had done more with it and put it on SummerSlam because they're both like such awesome wrestlers, and I feel like they're like the perfect rivals.
And Damian's a former world champion, so. Speaking of champions, women's champion Tiffany Stratton gets confronted by Jade Cargill backstage. Jade tells her that, Tiffany tells Jade that she helped her last week because she didn't want Jade to not be at her best and not be 100% for their match at SummerSlam. This is a botch. I don't give a fuck about this match. There's been no build whatsoever. Nobody cares. Tiffany has been a crappy champion. Everyone's behind Jade Cargill. She doesn't do it for me. I give this a botch.
Yeah, I definitely don't want Jade Cargill to win, but I don't feel like Tiffany has done anything great either.
I agree.
And it's just like, I almost wish that Nia had cashed on them. I mean, not Nia. That Naomi had cashed on them and had that championship because it's just, it's been absolute bullshit.
I felt like they thought they pushed her too early. She came on the roster and then won the title within a couple of months, and it was just like she wasn't ready.
Yeah, she's not. Definitely not. She should have won the Intercontinental.
Mm-hmm.
Or, Becky Lynch should have that title.
Talla Tonga comes out with the WWE United States Champion Solo Sikoa to take on Jimmy Uso. Talla gets the win after landing a choke slam. After Solo calls down for the cage to be lowered, and it does, and they attack the MFTs, and Solo attack Jimmy until Jacob Fatu runs out and makes the save. He destroys the MFTs, and Solo runs away, but he won't be able to escape the cage on Sunday. This is a good segment. I give it a botch because you were able to predict what was going to happen. Thank you. You knew exactly that Jacob was going to come out, interfere, but that always happens with a steel cage match. I wish they could have done something a little bit different. What do you think?
Well, it wasn't a steel cage match. They had Solo
had it lower
them to hang the cage over there, so you knew he was going to lower it and fuck him up. So I feel like what would have been better is if that happened and then afterward they showed a clip of Jacob with the crew going, put the cage up tonight. Like that would have been cool.
Yeah. They leave that to our imagination too much. And it's like, make it stupid for us. Like, show us everything. We don't need to. Like, I hate when they do that. It's like they think that we're supposed to fill in the dots, kind of. Like, show us Solo talking, saying, hey, listen, bring that cage down when I tell you.
No, that's the whole thing. They just explained it to us. Like, let us
see it.
Like, exactly. Like, you don't need to go, tonight there's a cage hanging over the ring because Solo asked for it. Like, duh, obviously. Then that's going to happen. It ruined the whole thing. We knew right away it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, that was a fucking botch.
This is another thing that I'm going to call a botch, our main segment. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre come out. Logan says Jelly Roll thought SummerSlam was a hot dog eating contest. Me and Drew have dedicated our lives to this. Outsiders think WWE is a stepping stone, but that's impossible unless you're Logan Paul. Jelly Roll, you're not a wrestler, you're a country star, and you will never belong here. Drew then says whatever happens to Jelly Hole is on Randy Orton. You only talk to God when you need a favor, Jelly. I have God on speed dial. And then Jelly Roll arrives to the arena with Randy Orton. The four brawl in the ring until they're separated by security guards. Randy lands an RKO to some of the guards, and Jelly Roll choke slams a guard. But that's it for SmackDown. And honestly, that was a huge botch. Why the fuck would you end SmackDown with this instead of John Cena and Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I like Jelly Roll. I think he'll do some good stuff, but this is dumb. I'd rather have seen Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre No need for Drew to work with Logan. They haven't even explained why they're working together still.
If it was a regular pay-per-view, but this is SummerSlam, and our first 2-night SummerSlam, like, this is gonna, like, this, people are gonna remember this one forever.
Mhm.
It's the first 2-night one. And it's like, this, alright, this is how ridiculous I think this is. It's like, okay, Cardi B's on, put Cardi B against Nia Jax. Like, how ridiculous would that be?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
But I also think because Orton and McIntyre are such good wrestlers, I think if it was just Paul and Jelly Roll, we wouldn't like it. But we'd be like, it's SummerSlam, whatever.
Oh, I'm
But
sure
because
they'll
you're
make it
taking
good.
these big wrestlers who deserve a singles match on the card, it makes us look at it and go, And I personally look at it that way. It almost makes you look at Giulia like you fucked everything over because they want you there for money and ratings.
Yeah,
Like,
I would rather see Randy and Drew McIntyre.
or anything, But they have to get their
I'd rather
money.
see Randy and Logan Paul. I like Logan Paul. I'd love to watch Logan Paul.
And they never did that one-on-one match that they were supposed to have, I don't think. What was your buried moment of the night now that we've covered the SmackDown? What moment do you wish you could have buried? I'd say the whole Logan Paul Jelly Roll.
That's what I was going to say.
And what about John Cena and Orton and Cody?
Well, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We'll
We're
see.
still waiting on that one. Classic moment. We're going to talk about the debut episode of SmackDown. It came live. Well, the official weekly debut of SmackDown was live on August 26, 1999. The main event saw Triple H taking on The Rock for the WWF title, with Shawn Michaels, HBK, as a special guest referee. That night saw Shawn Michaels help his former friend Triple H defeat The Rock and become WWF champion. And now Triple H is running WWE and Shawn's running NXT. So when you're friends with people in high places, you get higher up. So fun moment. WWE SmackDown is still going strong over 20-something years later. So that's our classic SmackDown moment of the night. I give this episode of SmackDown a C. Nothing great. It went by quick, which was good. People are blaming Road Dogg Brian James for the lack of creativity on SmackDown, since he is the head writer for SmackDown. But we'll have to see what they do after SummerSlam. So we've covered all of SmackDown. We just released the Raw coverage, NXT coverage. We have SummerSlam in an hour from this recording. I'm excited for night 1. Night 2 will be taking place on Sunday, August 3rd. We have NXT Heatwave coming up at the end of August, as well as AEW Forbidden Door. We also have Attitude Year Season 3 coming to an end. We're going to start Season 4 covering 2001. Keep the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.